Hello everyone, this is Aman Agarwal, Assistant Professor SRMS Trust Institutions. This is my another lecture on the topic Bluetooth, Bluetooth technology. So let's start a small introduction of Bluetooth technology. The contents of this lecture are: what is Bluetooth, introduction part, overview of Bluetooth, specifications and layers of Bluetooth, profiles, ad hoc networking, qualification, products and future usage of Bluetooth. Now come to the part, what is Bluetooth? Bluetooth wireless technology is an open specification for a low cost, low power, short range radio technology for ad hoc wireless communication of voice and data anywhere in the world. The Bluetooth word, although is not new for us, we all use Bluetooth technology very frequently in various electronic devices in our home appliances. For example, we use Bluetooth of mobile device to share the files to any other electronic device. We use Bluetooth in our car audio system to play the music. We use Bluetooth in our home security or home automation for the different appliances. We use Bluetooth to connect to the world of internet. So the Bluetooth is not the new name for everyone, but here we can understand what is Bluetooth technology and how it works. So first talk about the name Bluetooth. It is a very interesting story. The name Bluetooth was named after 10th century Viking king Harald Bluetooth, who united and controlled Denmark and Norway. And on the name of the king, the name comes to the Bluetooth. Now, introduction of Bluetooth technology. In 1994, Ericsson company gets interested in wireless connections from mobile telephones to other devices like PDAs and accessories like headset. Forming the SIG Special Interest Group with 4 members including IBM, Intel, Nokia and Toshiba in order to develop a wireless standard for communication between mobile devices. So from here 1994 the introduction of Bluetooth comes into the knowledge, and the name was adopted because Bluetooth wireless technology is expected to unify the telecommunications and computing industries. Today, over 2000 members constitute this Bluetooth technology, which comprises Bluetooth Special Interest Group, founded in 1994. Now more than 2000 organizations joined this SIG. Two main priorities of Bluetooth are: it is cheap, inexpensive, and it takes lower energy consumption. So there are two main features of this Bluetooth technology, which comprises of it's inexpensive in nature and it takes lower energy consumption. IEEE 802.15 committee standardized the physical and link layer for the Bluetooth technology. SIG Special Interest Group still enhances Bluetooth. Two versions in future possible: SIG versus IEEE standard. Now, overview of the Bluetooth technology. Before going to the overview part, some things should be understood that Bluetooth is an open standard for short range digital radio to interconnect variety of devices. For example, phones, PDs, notebook, computers, modems, cordless phones, pagers, laptop, printer, camera, etc. by developing a single chip, low cost, radio based wireless network technology, which is called in short Bluetooth. It originally conceived as a cable replacement technology. Other usage models begin to develop. Say for example, personal area network, PAN network, ad hoc network, data voice access points, and wireless telematics. The advantages of Bluetooth are uh, much higher, but some of are mentioned here. Bluetooth is interoperable. IRDA, line of sight needed point to point communication. WLAN, higher power consumption. Disadvantages of Bluetooth includes it works only up to 1 Mbps of speed. IRDA much cheaper, faster up to 16 Mbps, and WLAN is faster up to 11 Mbps. So WLAN and Bluetooth interfere each other because both use the same ISM band. Some more features of Bluetooth technologies are: it is short range wireless radio technology. It operates in ISM band at 2.4 GHz. It uses frequency hopping spread spectrum technique. It is omnidirectional, and the limitation of Bluetooth are security and interference with WLAN, as we have already discussed. Now, specifications and layers of Bluetooth technology. Specification protocol stack. Here in this figure, we can see the layers, different layers of Bluetooth technology, showing the protocol stack. These are the different layers in Bluetooth technology: vCard, vCall, WAE, WAP, AT commands, TCS bin, SDP, RF communication, L2 cap, LMP, baseband, Bluetooth radio. These are the different layers in Bluetooth technology. So the name of different layers in Bluetooth technology are Bluetooth radio, baseband, LMP, which is link manager protocol, HCI, host controller interface, L2 cap, logical link control and adaptation protocol, RF communication, which means radio frequency communication, and SDP, service discovery protocol. Now, first one is Bluetooth radio. The lowest defined layer of the Bluetooth specification is Bluetooth radio. As we have already said, operating in the 2.4 GHz ISM band. It operates at 2.4 GHz standard ISM band. Accomplishes spectrum spreading by frequency hopping FHSS system, frequency hopping spread spectrum system, from 2.402 GHz to 2.480 GHz. Next layer, Bluetooth radio. Three different power classes. It consists of three different power classes. Power class 1, which is for the long range, which is around 100 meter, and it takes 100 milliwatt of power. The power class 2 of Bluetooth radio layer is for mid range, which is around 10 meter, and it takes 1 to 2 milliwatt of power. The third power class is power class 3, which is for the short range, around 0.1 to 10 meter, and it consumes 1 milliwatt of power. So it can adjust the signal strength according to the usage and application. Second layer is baseband layer. The physical layer of the Bluetooth, it is the physical layer of the Bluetooth that provides error correction, flow control, hopping sequence, and security. It can hop through 79 channels at a time. Data is divided in packets as usual in other wireless protocols. The access code, for example, timing synchronization, a header, for example, packet numbering, flow control, and slave address, and it consists of payload field, which is for voice and data both. Next are the connection modes of this baseband layer. It describes a set of rules by which all Bluetooth devices must abide in order to establish a link or communicate with one another. The standby mode is not connected in a Piconet. Standby means it is not presently connected in a Piconet. The active mode means active participation on the channel, and power saving modes are sniff, hold, and park. Sniff means slave listens to the channel at a reduced rate, decreasing of duty cycle. It is least power efficient. Hold mode are data transfer is held for a specific time period. It is medium power efficient. And the third mode is park mode, which synchronized to the Piconet but does not participate in traffic. It is the least power efficient mode. Now, security modes of baseband layer are: it is non-secure, encryption enforced by application layer, encryption enforced by link layer. For the devices, it is trusted device and untrusted device. Both devices can operate on this technology. For services, it requires authorization and authentication. So it is open to all devices. Audio layer. Two codecs can be used in audio layer, one for PCM and one for CVSD. Both operates at 64 kbps of speed. It synchronizes connection oriented links. It is based on SCO, which is synchronous connection link. Time critical, no retransmission, and errors appear as background noise. These are the audio layer features. Now LMP, which is Link Manager Protocol. It provides authentication, link setup, and link configuration, including power surveillance. LMP takes place as a service provider. It provides communication with LMPDUs, protocol data units. Next is HCI layer. HCI is host controller interface. It provides a command interface to basement controller and link manager. It also to hardware status control and event register. Bluetooth defined host controller transport layers work on UART, RS-232 and USB. UART HCI over serial interface, RS-232 HCI over serial interface, and for USB HCI over USB interface. For example, USB dongle. Now L2 CAP protocol, logical link control and adaptation protocol. It provides a connection oriented and connectionless service to upper layer. The protocols with quality of service functions using multiplexing, segmentation and reassembly. Two link types defined in baseband layer. First one is SCO, synchronous connection oriented, and the another one is ACL, asynchronous connection less. But only ACL is supported by L2 CAP protocol. RF communication protocol, radio frequency communication. It provides emulation of serial ports. It supports up to 60 simultaneous connections. It differentiates between two device types. Type 1 communication endpoints and type 2 are devices which are part of the communication. For example, modem. The example of type 1s are printer or headsets. But in the protocol itself, no distinction is made. Some information is for type 1 and other for type 2. SDP, Service Discovery Protocol. It discovers which services are available. It identifies the characteristics of the services, uses a request or response model where each transaction consists of one request protocol data unit PDU and one response PDU. So one is a request PDU and one is a response PDU. STP is used with L2 CAP protocol. It is optimized for the dynamic nature of the Bluetooth. SDP does not define methods for accessing service. It only provides some rules on which the communication can be done. This is the architecture of SDP, Service Discovery Protocol, in which one is client application, one is server application, which deals with the SDP client and SDP server. And these two, SDP client and SDP server, can communicate with the request and response. SDP client can send SDP request and SDP server can respond by SDP responses. Now profiles part, how Bluetooth is used. Describe how implementations for a specific use must be written. It defines options in each protocol. It defines parameter ranges. The profiles are used to solve interoperability problems between different manufacturers' products. Here are some profiles, which is called Bluetooth SIG profiles. generic access profile gap, generic access profile. It includes service discovery app profile, personal area networking profile, hard copy cable replacement profile, human interface device profile. The TCS consists of cordless telephony profile and intercom profile. TCS is telephony control protocol specification. Now, serial port profile consists of dial-up networking profile, fax profile, headset profile, LAN access profile, and hands-free profile. And GOEP, which is generic object exchange profile, it consists of file transfer profile, object push profile, synchronization profile, and basic printing profile. So all the application based on Bluetooth technology can be divided in these four types of profile according to the usage, and these four major profiles are GAP, TCS, serial port profile, and GOEP. Now, ad hoc networking of Bluetooth. First one is Piconet. It is decentral, one master up to 7 slaves. These are the features of Piconet. It is up to 255 parked slaves. It supports point-to-point or point-to multi-point connection. It has unique Bluetooth device address. The another ad hoc networking is ScatterNet. It has overlapping of 2 Piconets up to maximum of 10. Different hopping sequences can be used, and it works on peer-to-peer network, P2P. This is ad hoc networking diagram. A is Piconet with a single slave, B is Piconet with a multi-slave, and C is ScatterNet. So these two ad hoc networking, Piconet and ScatterNet, can easily be understood by this diagram, where red dot shows the master and blue dot, orange dot shows the slave part. Figure A shows the Piconet with a single slave, figure B shows the Piconet with a multi-slave, and figure C shows the ScatterNet part. Qualification. It aims interoperability between all Bluetooth devices. No license fees are there. Bluetooth devices must support same profiles. Bluetooth logo guarantees interoperability, which means all the devices which consist of Bluetooth technology can be interoperative. No line of sight is required. You can use it anywhere. A Bluetooth chip consists of integrated system, power management, and not really cheap. It is automatic, ad hoc networking, invisible. Some products which use Bluetooth technology widely are notebook PCs and desktop computers, printers, PDs, other handheld devices, cell phones, wireless peripherals which are headsets and cameras, access points, CD players, TV, VCR, DVD player, telephone answering devices, cordless phones, and in cars as music systems. Products are Toyota Prius hands-free call, Toshiba washer and dryer, Nokia N-Gaze, and digital pulse oximetry system, smart watch, digital watch. Here are some future usage of this Bluetooth technology which can be used in home automation systems, home entertainment and gaming systems, electronic commerce and m-commerce, in industrial control, in surveillance systems, in access control, location based all the services, and current trials are to be done in shopping malls and train stations. So this is all about the Bluetooth technology. I hope you can understand about the Bluetooth technology by viewing or listening this lecture. That's all. Thank you for the listening.